We made our own homemade Italian wine, and I'm going to show you guys what we did and how we got it done. I want to first start off by saying I'm not an expert. We've only been doing this for a few years. I'm only here because I'm trying to encourage as many people as possible to do Italian traditions. Doing something like this is just a great way to get the family together, take part in something Italian, have some wine from around the house. It's awesome. So the first thing you got to do is buy grapes, obviously. Now, most people buy grapes between August and October. Depends on where you live. We're from Chicago, and we ended up getting them in September time, and that's when we did the first day's work. We bought 7 boxes of grapes. This was about 20 gallons of wine. Once you do that, we put all the grapes into a crusher and destemming machine. There's different crushing and destemming machines you can get. Some are automatic. We kind of like the manual crank one just because it's more fun, more hard work, makes it feel more homemade. Because there's some people that'll even just buy the grape juice straight up and skip this whole process. I wouldn't recommend that personally, but it's an option. So as you can see in the video, somebody cranks and crushes the grapes while there's a container below it catching all the juice. On the other side, there's the destemming process, and somebody sits on that side and just pulls all the stems into the garbage. Usually, if you have enough people, there's 2 people that stand on both sides and pick up any bad grapes, pick up any leaves, go through all your grapes. Now, we had a few families do this at once. After we finished our batch, we would help the other families finish their batches. For us, this is a party. This is a get together. We're Italian, so you know we got to come with the food. It's a lot of hard work cranking and crushing, and there's more to come. So we take a break. We bring out all our Italian food. We grab our wine from last year, drink, have fun. It's a good time. Play some music, watch some sports, talk. And that's what it's all about, guys, having something fun to do again. So after that's done, now is the time to get all the juice into carboys. So everyone's gonna use different containers for how they do this. We just use a general trash can. We stuck a filter at the end of it, and boom, you're done, okay? You could go and buy fancy containers that have this built in for you. If you want to spend the money, feel free. And what we recommend is go cheap and every year buy something a little bit more expensive, because remember, all this stuff is going to add up. Now it's time to filter the wine in a carboy. So basically we're going to drain all those crushed grapes and get all the juice out, right? So you get a strainer in a bucket, pop open the filter, let all the juice drain out, and from there get a funnel, start pouring it into carboys and filling it up as much as you can.
5, 10, this will be 15. And you guys are still draining?
Yeah, I think
They got a lot.
22.
And then you'll probably, don't forget, you got to press it.
And after you do this for a while and fill up a lot of carboys, it's going to be hard for more juice to come out of the container. So that's what the grape press is for. This machine is crazy. You take all the grapes and you pour it into this basket. Then there's wood that goes on top of it, and you put wooden blocks on that rests on it, and you just start cranking it as much as you can go. Now, this is going to make sure you get the most juice possible, and you'll start to notice it's tough. This is really tough to crank it all out. But you're going to get an extra carboy at least full of juice from this. And a little trick to get the most juice out as possible. Once you're done, grab a knife and go in the basket and start cutting slot. This will help loosen up the grapes again, and you should be able to get some more cranks out of it. You're going to end up with a cake, it's called, after this. Some people throw it away. Some people say they feed it to animals. Some people try to save it and make grappa and really keep squeezing it as much as they can. What you guys want to do with it is your family preference, but those are a few options for you. Okay, so now you have the carboys filled, and I want to explain something here because the wine will have to ferment. So you have to airlock the wine to begin this process. And now I posted this video on TikTok, and I got a lot of people thinking that it's just grape juice and vodka and that's how you get wine. No, that is not the case. So what this is when you airlock it, and this is to prevent contamination. So if you use alcohol, just really make sure that you do not get your wine contaminated. So grab the cheapest bottle of vodka you can and pour it in there. Seal it up and do not touch it for 6 months. It's going to let the grapes ferment and turn into wine. And now as it sits, some people want to filter it a few times and let it sit, filter again, let it sit. It's really preference on how your family wants to do it. Everyone's going to say something different, but we did filter it once in February, and now a little bit before Easter, you're ready to start bottling. So that's pretty much the second day where it's a little bit hard work. And again, this should be a fun thing. We got the family together for a bottling day. We brought Italian food. We made it a fun day. And then we just started bottling. So what we did is we had a mini jet filter. You stick one tube into the wine, you stick another tube into the bottle. You have a person that's worried about the filter. You have a person that's worried about bottling. And then there's a corker.
All I do is soak cork.
All I do is soak cork. How long have you been soaking cork?
Pretty much my whole life. I've been soaking cork since I was a little boy.
Now, you want to soak the corks in water before using them so they go into the bottle. You grab a cork, you put it in the press down, boom, you got wine. And really, that's it. You have a bottle of wine after this process. But to show you what we did and to give you a few recommendations on what you could do, make it look nice. This is your family wine, you know? So we personally recommend putting a sticker on it, Put your family name on there, put the blend of the wine, put the date you made it, put all that stuff and make a sticker. You could buy a sticker at most wholesale companies. For us, we just use our hardcore stickers that we give away free in every order. But another quick tip, what you want to do is buy wine bottle shrink caps. All you do is you put the cap on top of the wine bottle and you put it in hot water or boiling water, and it caps it off and it makes your wine bottle look real professional and cool. So that way, when you hand a bottle of wine to someone, they're going to be like, wow, this is very impressive. You know, it gives that wine bottle a little extra finish. But hey, that's how we did it this year. I hope you guys enjoyed the process and seeing it. Please, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe. I'm giving away free t-shirts to subscribers every week. Like the video and comment below if you're planning on ever doing this tradition. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next vlog.